So I went on DN and I found Kitty was one of the top 3 players on DN for matches, and Kitty happened to be online. I'm not sure if Kitty is a guy or a girl, so I'm just gonna keep saying Kitty. And I messaged Kitty and asked Kitty to possibly get her match recorded with me, help me out for a channel video and stuff like that. And Kitty was down, so we started. Kitty has a 1902 for matches right now, and Kitty decided to play Inzektors. And going first, Inzektors, they usually don't have much to do, but I'm kind of not sure what was on Kitty's mind right now. Kitty actually went off pretty hard. He's gonna spam a bunch. I'm gonna assume Kitty's a guy. Kitty he went off. He probably assumed that I was playing Elemental Dragons. That's just something I thought maybe must be on his mind. And he went off pretty hard. He brought out a whole bunch of monsters, and he brings out, I believe, all 3 centipedes, and then stacks them at a level 5 each, and just brings out 2 exceeds. So it's pretty interesting to see, such an explosive play. Like, God forbid I was going first and I just set MST and passed, I would have just lost pretty miserably. He even used up double summon that same turn. I was pretty intrigued. I was actually slightly scared too. I was like, what's happening here? Is there some kind of new burn OTK or something? Because one Dark Hole Heavy would have just, that one play of using Dark Hold and using Heavy Storm, or either one, preferably Dark Hold, would have just been pretty damaging to him. He just ends up all that, and basically in his hand is right now is just Giga Mantis. I was about to use MST on my standby phase, but he decided to go Imperial Iron Wall on my draw basically. So I'm like, does Imperial Iron Wall, does it hurt? It doesn't hurt me right now. It's actually not a problem at all. In fact, if his other trap is a Bottomless or a Deep Prison, now he can't even use it. So I was like, alright, I'll go on with it, but I did want to MST it anyway. I tried to see if it was a Phoenix Chain by any chance by using Grepher's effect, and it didn't happen. So I just MST'd it. It was a bluff. By using Infernity Archer to special summon our Grepher, which is great for this video again because I am trying to show that Archer is really good for this deck. I was able to normal summon Mirage. One of the reasons I play Archer is so I can normal summon Mirage after special summoning Grepher, and it just worked out great because I had Foolish Burial also, so I never needed to use any Stygian Street Patrols. If he didn't have Iron Wall, it would have been a great OTK because then I could use Stygian Street Patrol. So here I just went off. I decided to Direwolf the rank 5 burner Volcasaurus. I could have done Lava Chain, but again I couldn't get the Stygian Street Patrol to go, so that wouldn't work out too well for me. I just Direwolfed his Volcasaurus. The Shark Fortress wasn't that big of a problem, and yeah, I killed the Shark Fortress later because I can just succeed for Cowboy, just use the attack mode effect. So I searched myself 2 barriers because I know mostly, the biggest problem against Inzektors is their monster effects, and God forbid he has top deck Dark Hold, then that would kind of suck. And from here I was pretty sure I secured the duel because I was pretty certain he wouldn't draw something that he can just normal summon and kill my Necromancer with. And if Necromancer lives a turn, here I drew, I kept going, he had nothing, whatever he drew was clearly not something that could help him. And yeah, this game was clearly a wrap because I had everything I needed. I didn't search for any Infernity breaks because I can't use it, with Iron Wall out. This is not going to work for me. It's also one of the reasons I can't side Iron Wall really, because Infernity break works so much better as a searchable destruction trap. And yeah, I just went for the OTK like that. I was vulnerable at a point when I went for Lava Chain. That was actually a vulnerability point because I had no Infinities face up, but I guess he didn't have anything at all. So that was the end of that. Game 1 was, it was long mostly because of his turn 1. Game 2, as I was siding, I realized I remember, Dark Inzektors, they tend to play things like Turning Roar, and they can use Dimensional Fissure, so I sided in anything that can destroy face up and phase down traps without letting them be chained or whatever. Night Beam is great for hitting Turning Roars, and Fairy Wind gets rid of all his equips, which can be pretty helpful, and it can definitely get me burn game. Fairy Wind, and then also I took out the archers because most likely I wouldn't be able to special summon Grepher, and I really shouldn't be going for an OTK if my opponent plays Turning Roars and stuff. So he started off with similar kind of play as last time, the summoning Ladybug and just using Insect Imitation, and this time, instead of going all out and making all the centipedes onto the field, he just brought out two Inzektors, put them into level 4, and then he made the lava chain to stack a hornet, which was, it was nice. I actually opened pretty bad. This is like, I can't do anything until I realized that, now that he has lava chain, mind control helps me stack Archfiend and finally start doing stuff. I could have actually made a lava chain on my own turn as well, because I drew Gruffer and I have instant fusion, but I'd rather save it. And then I summoned Gruffer, took a little punch. This could have been a scary point because he could have had Gores, but he didn't. And now I was just scared, but I had to go for the risk. I set everything. He could have had Heavy Storm, but he didn't. Fortunate for me. But he did have something pretty broken anyway. So he summons Centipede. I have nothing to stop summons. That's all good. And then that happens. That was pretty scary. I was like, he's got 3 darts, and he's got the Centipede Hornet, so he can actually get rid of all 4 of my traps pretty much for free while retaining a Hornet and going plus off a Centipede. But he had other plans. He used Dark Arm, try to get more searches, whatnot. Dragonfly. Here I was, once again, I was just scared he might have double summon Dragonfly, then it could even be an OTK. Didn't have that either. He just keeps popping. He finally starts popping, hits a barrier. Pretty sad about that. I was hoping I would keep an instant fusion. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was hoping that he would destroy the instant fusion because I really wanted to use it on my turn. I was sad that he hit the Fairy Wind, because now he could have actually activated Defissure and whatnot after destroying some of my back row. But none of that happens either, and then he goes in for an attack where I could have had Mirror Force. I didn't. And there's moments like these that make me wish I would side Mirror Force, but no, it's not that good. Too many MSTs and negation of destruction happening lately. But I was pretty happy now because, I actually was able to save one of the barriers. He didn't destroy the barrier, and I had the instant fusion to keep going. I haven't normal summoned yet, so I sent in the Necromancer, and I decided I would just go into making synchros. I was thinking of using Stygian Street Patrol, because that could just, not Stygian Street Patrol, Stygian Sergeants, the synchro, because it can kill the Lava Chain and then just run over Dark Arm. So those are the, I just wanted to get rid of the Dark Arm basically. And I didn't want to synchro into an 8 because then I wouldn't be able to use Necromancer's effect, so now I have Necromancer's effect as well. I already have a barrier set, so I was like, might as well get an Infernity break for whatever Infernity he decides to summon. I mean, whatever Inzektor he decides to summon, I'll just destroy it, and then there's no effect problems there, no popping gonna happen there, and I ended. I was thinking of Infernity breaking the Centipede, but there was no point. I waited. He summoned Hopper, he used Hopper's effect. I have to break it. I have to barrier it, because if I don't barrier it, then he's just gonna destroy the barrier with Hornet. He used Duality, took the MST. Bad Duality in general, didn't give him much. Probably needed something like Dark Hole, that would have been boss. Didn't get a Dark Hole. Activates Centipede, so I just destroyed the Centipede. And that's the end of that, because he chains an MST to get rid of the Gigamantis, and I'm assuming he must have forgotten that he used Duality, so although he does get Centipede's search effect, he doesn't get the Gigamantis special summoning effect, which could have been slightly damaging because he would kill the Necromancer with Hornet. See, he was looking in his grave. I was already ready. I was like, oh, he's probably gonna bring out a monster for Gigamantis. And then he ended it, and that was the end of that, because when you leave a Necromancer alive, that can never be good news. I needed to go into the OTK, so I just went into 100 Eyes, revive Archfiend again, and I would have full damage, and if he did have something to stop me from killing him, or stop an OTK, Battle Fader, or whatever, then I would have enough defense to hold up my own, because I actually drew a good trap for my turn as well. And yeah, that was the end of that. And yeah, thank you very much for letting me play your kitty, and thanks a lot for watching, guys. Subscribe.